Hello, everybody. Welcome to yet another episode of JoJo's Bizarre Discussion, the show where me, Albert, and him, Jaden, discuss various, discussion topics about the anime JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, as well as some stuff from the manga.
My
and your what now is what now?
My ear is itchy.
Nerd. Today we will be assembling the perfect stand team, or the main cast team, whatever you want to call it. As we all know, every single part of JoJo has its main cast, and most of the time they all have a specific role to play. Like, for example, in Golden Wind, we have Giorno being the healer, Mista being the ranged person. We got Fugo being the fucking...
Man in the mirror.
Huh?
Man in the mirror.
No, his stand is Purple Haze.
Yeah, I know.
Dipshit. We got Fugo being the DPS people, Bucciarati being another punchy man. So everyone plays a role, and what we'll be doing is we have both picked, or he has picked one per category. I have picked two per category in case he picks the same one I picked as my primary choice, so that we can actually have a discussion and not just go, oh yeah, we picked the same one, cool, let's move on. So we have all these categories, we have picked stands for each of them, and by the end of this, we shall have the full list of the perfect team. Now, we're not considering the fact that some of them are on opposite sides, so you could put Dio Brando and Joseph Joestar on the same team if you would like, and we're also not taking into consideration parts, so you could put someone from part 4 in the same team as someone from part 5. We are also using extended materials like the novels, Purple Haze feedback, even the Gucci campaign if you want to go there. You can have more than one stand per category as one pick if the stand user itself has more than one stand.
Yeah.
So if you, sorry for
or
that.
the opposite.
Yeah, if the stand has multiple users. For example, you could pick Yoshikage Kira and you get Bites the Dust, Killer Queen, and Sheer Heart Attack as your pick. We will be starting off with the very simple category of the offensive category, the big main punchy people. Who did you pick to bring to the team?
I don't think you will be surprised that I picked the main one out of part 3.
Jotaro Kujo.
Yes.
Why did you pick Jotaro Kujo? I think we all know why he picked Jotaro Kujo.
It's very obvious.
And Star Platinum, but
It's a very obvious pick.
Yeah, it's an obvious pick. He is the big punchy man.
Yeah.
Punching through diamond and whatnot.
Oh my god!
I brought Diego Brando from part 7 and his stand Scary Monsters, specifically the Diego Brando version of Scary Monsters, because it was used by another person before him and it was slightly different then.
Scary monsters, super creeps.
Are you familiar with Scary Monsters?
No.
Okay. So Scary Monsters is a stand that is similar to, well, it's one of those stands that is the person, so it doesn't have a physical form. It just is the person being able to exert an effect. The effect being that any creature, basically, that he lays his hand on, he can turn into a velociraptor-like dinosaur that he then has full control over. He's also able to turn himself into one of these dinosaurs, giving him increased stamina, strength, speed, and technically making him blind, but also, and the downside of him not being able to see anything that's not moving. But the faster something moves, the more clearly he sees it.
Yeah.
So he's also fully able to control any dinosaur he has made. If he puts his hand on your shoulder, he turns you into a dinosaur, and then he has full control over that dinosaur. So what he usually does is that he turns small animals into tiny velociraptors and keeps them in his pockets, and he just starts throwing dinosaurs at people. He's also able to fossilize things. So if he touches you, he can either turn you into a dinosaur, or he can turn you to what is essentially stone by fossilizing you.
A fossil.
Dinosaur themed. So that is who I brought to the offense. More multi-target less. Because let's be honest here, no one can out-punch Star Platinum.
No one can.
Nobody can out-punch Star fucking Platinum. That's just not happening.
Never. And in part 4 you can stop time also.
And part 3.
Yeah. At the end.
And part 5. He's in part 5.
Yeah,
He has not a big role, but he's in it.
Yes.
And part 6.
I haven't watched part 6.
Or read part 6?
No.
He's a big part of part 6. Similar to Joseph, he took a backseat, not being the main JoJo, but still being, a JoJo in a part.
Yeah.
So who do we think is... Because, yes, Star Platinum is the big punchy man. He's not going to be out-damaged. Nobody can, punch quite as hard as he can. However, he's single target.
Yeah. It's not multiple.
No. I forgot to mention that because of the fact that Diego is technically slowly fossilizing because of his stand, he himself is technically his stand, so his physical body can directly interact with another person's stand. I say we bring Diego for the spice.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because Star Platinum could very well be placed in other categories as well.
Yeah.
So we bring... Okay, first pick. Boom. Diego Brando with Scary Monsters for the
Yes.
offense. I brought Panicotta Fugo with Purple Haze as my backup. I'm going to go through the backups that I brought, not in heavy detail, but just telling you that I brought them as the backup, just so you know that they're a viable option. Purple Haze, punch shit, breaks capsule, flesh-eating virus that kills anything it touches in 30 seconds by turning it into fleshy goo. That is Purple Haze. We move on to defense.
Yes.
Who did you bring for the defense stand? The person who is responsible for making sure that their teammates aren't badly hurt.
Rubber Soul, Yellow Temperance.
俺は食らった肉と同化しているから一般の人間にも見えるし触れもするスタンドだ節制のカードイエローテンパランスこれが俺の本体のハンサム顔だ
That's a good pick. That's a really... Oh, I should have thought of that. That's a really good pick.
Because he can turn anything into like the Rubber Soul. Even Star Platinum couldn't punch through it.
That is true. And he can manipulate it freely.
Yes.
That's a really good pick. I picked Forever and his stand strength. Breaking a freighter is hard enough as it is, but when that stand user is able to fully manipulate every aspect of the freighter, it becomes a lot more difficult. And I'm guessing that he's aware of all the movement happening on the freighter because he was able to, very good accuracy, take out the sailors that were on the ship even when he was not directly looking at them.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much discussion here because, sure, strength is a very defensive stand and offensive if they, enter your turf, the turf being the stand itself. But I don't see it outdoing Yellow Temperance.
I don't see it either.
Yeah, all right. Second, what's his name? The dude who has
Rubber Soul.
Rubber Soul. Second stand user on the team, Rubber Soul with Yellow Temper. So far, we only have bad guys. We only have enemy stand users, so we don't have... Well, technically, Diego's an anti-hero. Technically.
Yeah.
But, he's the alternate universe version of Dio, so he's considered a bad guy just by that fact alone. I brought Illuso and his stand, Man in the Mirror, as my second backup stand. Because with that, you can just pull anybody you don't want getting hurt into the mirror world, and you'll be fine. Moving to range.
Yes.
Who did you pick for range?
Nadul, Geb.
I picked Geb as my backup. Because that shit has several kilometers of range. And it doesn't lose any strength.
No.
As well as it just not practically being indestructible because it's made of fucking water. The only way they were able to defeat it was by using Iggy's the Fool to glide over the ground so that they couldn't be located using vibrations and then killing the user. Yeah, no, it's not tremor sense if you're familiar with D&D.
Yeah, the vibrations.
Yeah, kind of like Toth from The Last Airbender. Exactly like Toth from The Last Airbender, actually. Blind and everything.
どこだ長太郎一体どこにいるのだ長太郎
I brought Angelica Antanasio and her stand Nightbird Flying from the Purple Haze feedback story. Which follows Panna Cotta Fugo after the events of Part 5 and what happens to him. I'm guessing you're not familiar with Nightbird Flying?
No.
Nightbird Flying is basically a weird-looking bird that can track anyone, anywhere, and causes them to become drug addicts. Or at least experience the effects of withdrawal. So they become desperate for, whatever their addiction is to. So
but how much range?
It has technically infinite range, literally infinite range. The effect doesn't go away. However, it becomes weaker the further away the stand is from the target and the further away the user is from the stand.
So it's not like Geb.
No, well, yes, it does still have several kilometers of range,
yeah,
probably even more.
But Geb doesn't get weaker.
No, exactly. But there's still a very long range with Nightbird Flying where it still doesn't become weaker. It's when it leaves that very long range that it starts to become weaker.
Yeah.
In addition to making people basically become drug addicts, you can also decrease their intellect, making them dumber. You can make their decision-making process really shit, as well as create illusions for that are only perceived by their target. So that is who I brought for range. Question is, the range is greater for Nightbird Flying.
Yeah.
But overall, Geb is the better stand.
Still, it doesn't have as much range, but it still has the same amount of power.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah, true.
He did actually kill the pilots by being in the water bottle.
Yeah, that nobody talked. The fucking stand rating for that stand is bullshit because the strength rating on that thing should be so much higher.
Yeah.
Because it was able to pull a human head into a tiny water canteen.
And it wasn't like this, it was like
like crushing a human skull to the point that it fits through a hole that small. That requires a lot of strength.
And human bones can take extreme amount of damage actually until it breaks.
Oh yeah, they're very damage resistant. It takes a lot of
and especially the cranium.
Oh yeah, the human head takes so many pounds of force or newtons of force or whatever measurement you want to use before it even starts to break.
Yeah.
So the strength on Geb is ridiculous. It doesn't have as much utility as Nightbird Flying.
But we aren't going for utility, no.
But Nightbird Flying also has the ability to track its target anywhere.
Yeah.
So even if the effects aren't there, they're still able... Nightbird Flying can still track the target anywhere.
Oh god, this is difficult.
Yeah, we both picked really good ones.
Oh my god. Geb, I think, is good for, assassinations.
Yes, but we do also have the recon stealth category. And we do have the utility. So,
but in range, if we're talking just range, yours win.
Oh, yeah. But because we only have, one, primarily offensive stand in the team, I think we do need some additional
more strength
and power to the team. So I think we bring Ndul and Geb for the range category. Yeah. Boom.
Because
what is this, the third one? Yeah.
He is so strong, nobody talks about it.
Yeah, nobody talks about it, but he could... he almost, if it wasn't for Iggy, if it wasn't for, Jotaro grabbing Iggy and throwing him like a fucking baseball, he would have wiped out the entirety of the Stardust Crusaders without getting a single scratch. We go now to precision.
Yes.
Who did you bring?
Whole Horse and Emperor.
That was my backup. Whole Horse and Emperor. God, that shit is so accurate. I brought Jotaro Kujo and Star Platinum. Because we see him remove the brain, the vampire brain control tumors. I don't know.
It's called something.
I don't remember what they're called either. But we, if I'm not mistaken, we do get a line from Joseph saying that not even a skilled brain surgeon could do that, and Star Platinum just goes and just does it flawlessly without training, mind you. This was 2 days after Jotaro figured out what the fuck Star Platinum was. And
the brain parasite thing took a hold of him too.
Yeah, and he just
People should flinch by that.
Well, no, that's not Star Platinum being very precise. That's just Jotaro being the coldest motherfucker to ever live.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But Emperor.
Yeah, Emperor was capable of navigating its bullet around the blade of Silver Chariot.
That can move at the speed of light.
Yeah, even without the armor, Silver Chariot can move at the speed of light because we see him do that. We see him react at the speed of light.
Yeah.
Because when Hangman is just going between two mirror shards, not only does Polnareff have the reaction time to send out, to even activate Silver Chariot. Silver Chariot then has the time to jump in front of the literal thing moving at the speed of light and then cut it in half.
Yeah. And Whole Horse or Emperor avoided that.
Not even but he went around it in a half circle.
Yeah.
Just around the blade by a centimeter at most to spare. That shit's precise.
Yeah. The ratings are unbelievably bad.
Oh yeah, his ratings are fucking shit.
It doesn't do the stands justice.
No, it's ridiculous. The precision rating is a C or something, if I'm not
mistaken.
It
should be S.
It should be the infinite one.
Yeah.
Because the speed ranking, the infinite speed, that is considered speed of light or above.
Yeah.
Which Silver Chariot should have, by the way, because even without removing the armor, it can reach the speed of light. And without the armor, it's said to become a fuckload faster. But the thing is, Emperor, sure, is really, ridiculously precise.
If we take it in perspective, how do you say this number?
Everybody knows that the speed of light is really fast. We don't need the exact fucking... It's around 300 million meters per second or some shit like that, according to Google, at least. It can move faster than something moving faster than speed of light. The speed of light being the fastest anything in the universe can move according to science.
Yes.
But JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is not the most scientifically accurate thing in human history. It's, I'ma go there, I'ma say it. It's controversial opinion. Quite bizarre. Yeah, I went there.
Continue.
All right, so who do we get? Do we grab Whole Horse and Emperor due to the sheer ridiculous amount of precision?
Yeah.
Or do we bring Jotaro Kujo with Star Platinum? Because, yes...
But now we have
Emperor,
2 offense. Geb is...
Yes, but if you look at most, do you look at the fucking 7-page Muda and you tell me that the healer of part 5 isn't also a damage stand?
True.
The only stand that the only stands that I would say are purely their category are what's Abakio's stand now again? The recorder fucker, the purple man from Five Nights at Freddy's that can replay shit. That guy. He's
oh my God.
He's purely utility. That fucker has no combat potential whatsoever. Same thing with what's his face? Heiya, or whatever.
What's his face?
Heiya, yeah, the dude who sits on your shoulder and gives you, like, motivational quotes, basically. That's pure fucking utility.
I think we actually go with Star Platinum.
Yeah, because the Emperor is so fucking accurate. The precision is insane. But there's only one thing it can do with said precision, and that's shoot shit.
Yeah.
Anything else it can't do.
Star Platinum can do a little bit more. Yeah.
We saw him grabbing a drink at the speed of light, practically. Or, no, above the speed of light, because he wasn't seen doing it. That's how fast that shit is. We saw him pulling off the brain tumor thing.
We don't know what's called.
No, exactly. Like, we saw that fucker punch and shit very accurately.
Yeah.
And doing very, like, it has posable thumbs, okay?
Yes.
Just the sheer fact that it has posable thumbs makes it a lot more useful than a bullet being, you know, not even able to change its shape whatsoever and just being able to shoot
direction.
things. Yeah, all right. So, member number 4, and our first good guy on the team. Jotaro Kujo.
Second.
Second? Who's the
second? No, we went with Geb. Yes.
Yeah, we went with Geb. We didn't go with Angelica Antanasio.
So first, good guy. First good guy.
Yeah. Moving on to utility.
Yes.
Who did you bring?
Jolene Stone Free.
That's a good pick.
Gotta move on! Hey! Stone free! Do what I please! Stone free! Ride the breeze! Stone free!
Why did you bring Stone Free?
That stand can turn into threads.
And that is useful how?
Information.
Right, because Jolene can hear through the threads.
Yeah.
Right. You said earlier that you didn't watch part 6
A little bit,
yet.
a little bit.
Okay, you know the basics.
I know
okay.
The basics
I'm
of
eating chocolate. I grabbed some while we were fixing the camera issues. Carry on.
As long as that thread, I do not know how long they can go.
I think that's limited to how much physical mass that Jolene's body is made of.
Yeah, the stand though.
Well, yeah, the stand has roughly the
same amount of
body area / mass that Jolene has.
But I think information is like the only thing it's good for.
Then you should have placed it in the recon stealth
category.
I know.
But I picked something else. That's better.
I brought Rohan Kishibe. That's the mangaka guy. The self-insert character.
Yeah.
And his 2 stands. Heaven's Door and Gucci Bag Stand. Gucci Bag Stand being obviously from the collaboration that Araki did with Gucci.
Heaven's Door wa inakatta.
Heaven's Door itself is really good.
Yes, it is.
It's just as long as someone looks at his drawing, and he can draw in midair.
Yeah.
He can turn them into a book, get all the recon he needs from that by just reading the book and getting all their memories, but also changing stuff about them, like he did with Guichi when he taught him Italian just by writing it.
Yeah.
Or with Josuke when he was like, you will now fly backwards at 60 miles an hour, and he just did, even though it shouldn't be physically possible for him to do that for no reason. He could change anything like, our car broke down, boom, you're now a mechanic. We need to hide in Spain, boom, you now know Spanish.
Yeah.
We're locked in a room, boom, you're now an expert locksmith. That's a lot of utility. Sure, he can't do it himself, but as long as he has teammates, that's just like his second stand, fucking Gucci. Speaking of Gucci, his second stand, Gucci Bag Stand, the most creatively named stand in all of JoJo, is just a Gucci bag. However, anything you place in that Gucci bag, it just fucking vanishes. And then it reappears when you're in trouble and you need it. So let's say you're tied up. Bam, the pocket knife you put in the bag 2 weeks ago is now in your left pocket.
Yeah.
Or,
I think they get...
we were locked in this cellar. Boom, the lockpick you put in there last month is now in your hand. And even if he were to die, which is very unlikely because of the fact that he can just go, bam, your book, I cannot attack Rohan Kishibe. Kawako, you can't attack me now.
Yeah.
Even if he does die, he can pass the Gucci bag stand on to another person, just like how Cheap Trick does, because the stand originally belonged to his grandmother, who was a stand user, but when she died, the stand was passed to him. I'm guessing we go with Rohan.
Yeah, we do.
For this one? Absolutely fucking mental. We move on to Probably one of the most important people to have on your stand user team.
Healer.
Yes. We got the classics. We got Josuke. We got Giorno. We got, to some extent, Joseph, because Hammond can be used to heal things. And Hermit Purple is just the embodiment of Hammond, or the perfected version of Hammond, just like how Cinderella is the perfected version of makeup, I guess. And Pearl Jam is the perfect version of cooking in order to heal people. Who did you bring?
Hot Pants Cream Starter.
Cream Starter.
I'm not familiar with Cream Starter.
It's a stand.
I am, but I'm not too familiar with it.
Yeah, but no, it's a stand that...
It's not like the Flesh perfume?
No.
Oh, what's the Flesh perfume?
I don't know. I can somehow say it's similar in some way.
Hang on. Hot Pants stand. What does it look like?
Cream Starter.
Cream Starter, right. This is just underwear. It is the thing I was thinking about. It is the Flesh, it is the Flesh perfume. It's the Flesh perfume. Okay, what does it do?
It can, do you know those gels?
The spray-on bandages?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can do that, and it closes immediately. It heals, it can remove bullets from you.
Oh, so it's like Spider-Man's web fluid, but it heals you.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And it happens in a matter of seconds.
That's incredible. So it's what Giorno does when he recreates his own hand and then reattaches it?
Yeah, but it doesn't go by memory.
So it's it just reads you biologically and just repairs you?
Yes.
That's really cool.
What I read.
Yeah, I brought Josuke, Higashikata, and Crazy Diamond. Because, you punch shit, it's fixed now.
Yeah, but he has to depend on memory to remember how it looked.
Yes, that is true.
Cream Starter doesn't.
Fair. But to be fair, again, he will most likely not be healing people outside his team.
Yeah.
And he most likely remembers what his team looked like. And he can also, reinforce things by mixing it with other stuff. He could give you a fucking actual shield, fused with your arm if you need it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Cream Starter is better in this case. Yeah, it doesn't have the offensive capability of Crazy Diamond. But what do we got? So we got Rohan Kishibe. Sure, he's not very offensive.
Geb.
We got Geb. We got Star Platinum. We got Scary Monsters. We have some offensive stands, and we will most likely grab maybe one or two more offensive stands. So yeah, I think we're going with Hot Pants and Cream Starter. That Hot Pants, that's such a weird name. Is her first name Hot and her second name Pants?
I don't know.
If there's anyone out there with the last name Pants, that's the funniest shit on the planet. We got the second to last category. We got Agility.
Yes.
And you brought Agility, fast fuckers.
Yes. Greyfly, Tower of Grey.
His name is Greyfly and his stand is Tower of Grey?
Yes.
Bruh. I brought Jean-Pierre Polnareff and Silver Chariot. And I think we've already discussed how fast that shit is.
Yeah.
Even without removing its armor, it can move faster than the speed of light. And by removing its armor, it goes even faster.
But how is the agility, though?
The agility, that's speed.
Yeah.
It can move fast enough to leave after images.
That's true, that's true.
As we saw in his fight against Mohammed Abdul and Magician's Red.
Yeah.
I picked Shigakio, or Gaki. The angry guy who's mad at shit that doesn't make sense in part 5 who uses a white album. The dude with the ice suit. Yeah, so the question is, do we want to bring... Wait, who did you bring now again? You brought...
The beetle.
Oh, the little beetle. Why is that? Why that one?
Because he was unseen.
That is true. That is true. He got bodied by Silver Chariot, though.
Yeah, but
Also,
it
I
took
like
a
how
while to find
it really
him.
fucking did. I like how the main purpose of that stand is to kill a bunch of people and make it look like an accident.
Yeah.
Yet it writes sentences in blood on the fucking walls of the plane.
Yes.
Ah, yes, because an accident is going to slit everyone's throat
And the blood
then
just
paint
splats.
Coincidentally paint a fucking
Message.
on the wall. It's not stealthily killing people at all. It's basically going, hi, this was a murder. Literally doing that on the wall.
Yeah, but they didn't know it was a stand, though.
No, they could have probably assumed it by going, everyone's dying without us noticing. What could possibly be doing this? I think we might just have to go with Silver Chariot.
Yeah.
Due to the fact that even without shedding its armor, it can move faster than light.
Yeah.
And then with shedding the armor, that's even faster.
Yes, but the thing is, Polnareff can't keep up with that.
No, but he kind of can, though. Because
in some degree, yes.
Yeah, we saw that in his fight with Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
We saw that he asked Silver Chariot to, move him out of the way. Meaning that Silver Chariot can, to a lesser extent, move Polnareff.
Yes.
The only reason it couldn't was because Polnareff was so weak at that point, which in turn makes the stand weak.
Yeah.
So he could most likely, at least throw himself at the speed of light.
Yeah. But I don't think a human body could.
It could definitely not take it, but let's be honest, it's JoJo logic.
Yes, so...
It's fucking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure logic. Joseph lost his hand and didn't pass out from blood loss for, a solid... enough time to beat the shit out of cars, fly into fucking orbit, and then go back down, and then tread water until he was found. That's how long he survived without passing out for blood loss after losing his fucking arm. We're picking Silver Chariot for agility, and finally we bring the Recon Stealth.
Yes.
The Recon and/or Stealth to the table. Who did you bring?
Bug-eaten and not bug-eaten. Rat.
I was actually thinking of going with that one for precision, because it was able to predict the movement of Star Platinum.
Yeah, but it's not as precise as...
Yeah, it's not as precise as the stance we brought up.
Yes.
It's not gonna outdo... Well, I was about to say it's not gonna outdo Star Platinum, but that's exactly what it did.
Yes, it did!
But Rat, that shit, 2 or 3 of those will turn you into a goddamn Cronenberg creation.
Yes.
A motherfucking flesh cube.
They're great for assassinations.
I brought Shizuka Joestar and Achtung Baby. The invisible baby from part 4. That Joseph adopts.
That one!
Yeah, the one where Joseph adopts. I like how he finds Suzy Q and the rest of his family finds out that he has an affair with a Japanese woman. He then travels to Japan, to the same town where the woman he had an affair with lives, is gone for quite a bit, and then comes back with a baby.
An invisible baby.
A stand user baby, and just goes, oh, I found it on the side of the road.
He did those?
He literally, yeah, it's the truth. But how much does that sound like an excuse, a very, very bad excuse from a senile old man who just had another affair with the same girl he already had an affair with?
Yeah.
But Suzy Q, being the most wholesome person in all of JoJo, just went, fuck it, I'll adopt it. I'll adopt her. She's a Joestar now.
She's a good person.
Suzy Q, this world does not deserve Suzy Q.
No.
We did not deserve her. But yeah, Acting Baby, yes, at the point where we saw it in the show, it could not be used in a good way because, it was an actual baby.
Yeah.
But my guess is that as she grows older, she will be able to choose what to make and what to not make invisible, including herself. Because we have gotten actual official art from Araki of what Shizuka Joestar looks like when she's not invisible. So we do know that, she has a non-invisible form as well.
Yeah.
So she could most likely turn both herself and her allies invisible. That is some very good stealth and recon potential right there.
But it's not as good as rat. And not bug-eaten. Because they're rats!
Like the thing is, though, what are you going to be most likely to notice when you're on high lockdown and you are on the lookout for literally everything? A rat or something that's invisible? And we know for a fact that it's invisible to other stand users as well. The only reason I picked Achtung Baby over my second pick, Manhattan Transfer, which is the stand of John Gallier, is because while John Gallier's stand has hundreds of meters of range, makes zero noise, is able to see everything around him a la echolocation using wind, like the flow of the wind and how the wind bounces off things. And the stand can make itself invisible in the same way that Wamu can, using wind flow to other stand users as well. The only reason I didn't pick Manhattan Transfer over Achtung Baby is because Achtung Baby can make other things invisible as well.
Yeah.
But if we go by the fact that we have to use it in the state it is now, we have to use, the actual baby for it, and I don't think that's a very good stand.
No.
So if we're going by adult or teenage Shizuka Joestar, which she is by the time of part 6, because in part 4, we see Jolene being about 5 or something. If you play the Eyes of Heaven game and you get the end and you finish that, you see an alternate way that events play out. We see Jotaro bring Jolene to the events of part 4, and we see her being like a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
And Shizuka is like a baby then, and Jolene is like in her early 20s, late teens in part 6.
Somewhere.
So like Shizuka is like a pre to mid teenager at the time of part 6. So if we're bringing that, I'm going with Shizuka Joestar. If not, I'm going with John Gallier. I feel like the only thing that really like Rat does well with stealth is having the zoom, like being able to zoom in on things, and being, the stand user being a rat, and the stealth that comes with, being as small as a rat is. But I feel like that is, the zoom in can be being by the range of Manhattan Transfer, and the being hard to notice can be beaten by both Manhattan Transfer and Achtung Baby with, being actually invisible. So the question is, do we want the range and the perception for the recon with Manhattan Transfer, or do we want the team invisibility stealth aspect from Achtung Baby?
It's difficult.
It's a very hard question to ask, because we have Star Platinum, which we already know can move faster than the human eye can see.
But it doesn't have a good range.
No, that is true. But we have, I mean, we're using this mainly for stealth and recon.
Yeah.
Like going, hey, what's ahead? Let's take a look so we can make a plan.
Or assassination.
Yeah, true.
Assassination is about stealth.
Yeah, and Manhattan Transfer is an assassination stand.
Yeah.
You use it to deflect bullets the same way that Sex Pistols does. Except it's the skill of John Gallier and him being such a good sniper. It's not the stand itself being able to bounce bullets. So I think we might go with Manhattan Transfer.
Yeah.
Almost like, we've been thinking about the secondary. It's funny that we brought my backup as the one we chose instead of my primary one. So our team consists of Diego Brando with Scary Monsters on offense.
Rubber Soul.
And
Yellow
Temperance as the defensive stand. We got Ndul and Geb for range. For precision, we got Jotaro Kujo and Star Platinum.
Yep.
For utility, we got Rohan Kishibe and his 2 stands, Heaven's Door and Gucci Bag Stand. For healer, we got Hot Pants with
Cream Starter,
thank you. And for agility, we've got Jean-Pierre Polnareff with Silver Chariot.
Yes.
And finally, for recon or stealth, we got John Gallier with Manhattan Transfer.
Yes.
If any of you, yes you, I'm looking at you people watching, I know where you live. If you can come up with a team that you think could take down our team, please let us know in the comments.
Yes. It would be extremely fun to counter it.
I would like to see how you guys can counter this team. And same rules apply to you. You can use any JoJo stand from the novels, games, anything, except
The Requiems.
Except the Requiem stands or anything over heaven. You cannot use Star Platinum over heaven. You cannot use the world over heaven because then you just automatically win because they can rewrite reality at will. That's cheating.
They're broken.
You can also only use the categories we have, and you can only have one stand user per category with their stand or stands, depending on if they have substands. However, you cannot put like fucking Star Platinum in the stealth category and go, well, I put it there to counter your stealth stand. No, it has to be a stealthy stand. So you still have to like follow basic common sense to put together your team.
Otherwise, it doesn't matter then.
Yeah, exactly. If otherwise you could just construct a team specifically to counter ours, which would still be fun, but it requires less thinking. It's just going, who beat this guy in the show?
Yeah.
Put them on the team. This has been yet another episode of JoJo's Bizarre Discussion. Next time, I think we're going to be discussing what the non-stand users' stands would be, and I think the main contester for who could have the coolest stand is either Stroheim or Speedwagon. So look forward to that.
What about cars?
Hermit Purple. Because he has perfected Hammond.
Yeah.
So, there's now no reason to watch the next episode. Except there is, because Speedwagon and Stroheim. And who else? Jonathan. No, he has Hermit Purple as well. Technically...
Jonathan.
Yeah, Jonathan's stand is technically just called Jonathan's stand, because it's not exactly Hermit Purple, because he didn't have time to live long enough to master Hammond, like Joseph did. Well, not mastered, because, that would be Cars Hammond, but... Who cares? We will see you in the next episode of JoJo's Bizarre Discussion, where we will be discussing the thing we just mentioned.
Yes.
Until then, please leave any comments. Please leave your stand team in the comments below. We will
see you
next time. Yeah, nice meeting you. If you're new, make sure to hit the like button if you feel like it. If you dislike it, that's fine by me. The dislike button has gone and fucked itself, so nobody cares anymore. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of our very dumb nerd content. Try not to get bodied by a rapist, pedophile, orangutan monkey man. And also drive safely, wear your seatbelt. Farewell, like, subscribe, leave a comment. I fucked your mom, shit ass. Goodbye. I'm a MILF hunter. Call me cock you in. Like cock you in because I fuck moms. I fucked your mom.
I'm going to hit you.
I'm gonna hit your mom from behind.
You wouldn't be able to because I knocked you out.
You can knock out these nuts.
I will!
I'd like to see you try. I'm just gonna try recording here. Alright, bing bong, whoop whoop. It's not recording shit.
Gotta press on the R!
Ah, that doesn't.
Idiot!
Well, I haven't used this fucking software in literally a year, okay? Alright, testing, cock and balls, testing, ooga booga.
Mental patient. Yes. Jag vill låsa den. Jag vill låsa dörren.
Where's the sound? There seems to be sound, but I can't hear it.